Hi, today's guitar book review is on primarily this Pick a Chord by Burt Weedon. I did another review of Burt Weedon's famous book, which was Playing a Day. So I'm having a look at this chord book, which I think he wrote a bit later. I'm not sure what year this was written, but I can tell you. First published 1979, so it's much later than he's Playing a Day. I think that was 57, so it's much later. And I'm going to compare it to two other chord books that I happen to have here. There are loads of chord books and chord dictionaries that you can buy, and obviously nowadays people probably just look things up online, but books are handy to have for quick reference. So the Burt Weedon one, he's kind of redeemed himself a bit with this after the Playing a Day, where I didn't think that was really the best beginner's guitar book, even though it had lots of good points. But this one's great. And comparing it to this one, just two random ones I happen to have here already. This one's called Back Pocket Guitar, 5,500 Guitar Chords. And then this one is Hal Leonard's incredible chord finder, 1,116 guitar chords. So these are all, or these two anyway, are sort of reference books to look chords up. So if you want to know what an A13 is, you can look it up in these books and you'll find several diagrams for it. Now the way the chord books tend to be organised is you flick through and you go by root notes. So like if I want to know an A chord of some kind, I need to flick through until I get to the A's, which are here, and then all of the different A chords that this book has got will be grouped together. Now that's useful if you're looking up a particular one. It's not very practical in terms of learning about chords and knowing which chords go together, and finding chords that are likely to be together in tunes. So if you're playing a song that's got an A7 in it, for example, there's certain other chords that are likely to be involved as well. Or they won't be other A chords. I mean, there might be the odd one that is, but generally they won't be A chords. So the chord books that are grouped together in this way, good for quickly looking a chord up, but not so good for sort of putting ones together that are going to work well together. I suppose that's not what they're designed for. Anyway, the Burt Weedon one is really good because it's got the chord dictionary part, which is very clear. It's actually better than those other two books, I think. And he's taken the basic chord types, which he tells you at the beginning are major, minor, seventh, which is the dominant, augmented and diminished. And then for each root note, so A for example, B flat, you've got those chords listed. You've only got one shape for each, whereas the other books give you alternatives. But one shape's enough for most people to begin with. And there's also a section at the beginning which is similar to his Playing a Day book, but it's much more concise, and it's just, I think it's better really. So if anyone's sort of looking to get a Playing a Day, I'd recommend getting that instead, because I think it's better. He tells you in here that it's in the intro that you should get Playing a Day if you're more into playing lead, but I suppose this doesn't really include anything to do with lead, but still I don't think that's the best book for that. But this one, certainly for chords, is great. And there's some more information about playing, about holding a guitar and all that kind of stuff, and tuning it, which was in a Playing a Day, and that was the good stuff that was in that book. It's got it in here anyway. So this is a better buy in my opinion. There's a section on extended chords, which is sort of things with sharp fives or flat fives, sharp nines, flat nines, those kind of chords. And yeah, it's just a good little book, so I recommend that one. These others, both okay. I think that's the better of those two in my opinion. This one's pretty good. That one's a little bit confusing. It's okay if you already know most of these chords. So if I look a chord up that I already know, then it gives me alternatives, and I can just about work out what this all means because I already know a lot about some of these chords. If I didn't, then I don't think I'd have much luck with this book. So that could just be me, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me if I try and imagine myself as not knowing some of the, or a lot of these chords, then I think that would be difficult. Okay, so yeah, that's the best one of the three in my opinion. Okay, thanks.